What's up, y'all? Shaman Shank back at you with another one, and we got a real beautiful knife here today. This knife is super cool, and to be honest with you, I've never really been a big fixed blade guy, but and to be honest with you, without lying here, I've actually recently got into fixed blades, and I got a little story behind that. But this knife is pretty cool, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. The knife is the Buck 119 Alaskan Guide. Man, oh man, ain't this knife a beaut? Absolutely gorgeous. And you can actually only get this knife through Cabela's or Bass Pro, either getting on the website or stopping by a store. They usually have them on, have them on hand. But man, isn't that gorgeous? And let me tell you what, if you've ever held a Buck 119, you've definitely held this knife before. But definitely, with the brass and all that good stuff, it does add a little bit of weight to it, if you don't have the nickel, the basic on there. But man, oh man. And this knife is coming in at a price point of, I believe, $199, right at $200. And that's not a bad price for what you get for this knife. If you get the basic 119, like at your local Walmart or anywhere else on the Buck website, you're paying about $74. So I know it's a heck of a price jump, but let me explain. You're getting S30V steel in that large. They say it's 6 inches, but man, that looks a little bit longer than 6 inches. You know what I mean? It does. But definitely you're getting a great steel in that. You're getting a black cerakote finish. You're getting the brass thrown in there other than the nickel, and you're getting rosewood handles. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And man, it feels so good in hand, feels classic, that classic feel. And I actually love a good wood handle on a Buck 119. I love the phenolic. It's a great, it makes it a heck of a lot lighter. But I like a little bit of heft with my knives. But this knife is an absolute great combo and a great option, because to be honest with you, if you get on the Buck website and you were to design this exact same knife, and like I said, this knife is $199 at your Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's online or in store. If you were to make this knife as is, you're looking at about a $220 knife. And with that being said, if you were to get the black cerakote on the blade in the custom shop, you're not even getting the S30V steel with it. You're still going to have that 420HC, but it's going to have the black cerakote on it. So with this knife, you're getting S30V steel, you're getting the black cerakote finish on it, you're already getting the brass thrown in, and you're getting wood handles. So that's pretty cool. And I think if you were to customize and make a knife pretty much just like this, you're not able, rosewood is not an option on the custom side. I think it's cherry wood, but still, I have another fixed blade from Buck that has the cherry wood on it, and they pretty much look identical. I'm not going to lie to you, and they feel the exact same, super smooth. It's a great knife, but you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. And like I said, you can only get this through Cabela's. Wonderful choice if you're looking for a great fixed blade. I really don't carry this that often. I'm a folder guy. I really don't carry a lot of fixed blades, and I really need to change that. I really need to, like, when I go out camping, go out into the woods, I need to strap one of these on my side. I have 3 Buck 119s, ranging from this. I have a custom that I'll definitely review, and also have a regular 119 Walmart special, and I'll definitely break that out on here as well. But yeah, this knife is an absolute beaut, and it comes with a gorgeous sheath too. Full leather. You got the Cabela's Alaskan Guide stamp on there, and you also have the Cabela stamp there on the blade. I've had some people complain about that, or seen people complain about it in reviews, like, oh, I want to get that off, but it don't bother me not one bit. And I think with use, I see that definitely coming off. It's kind of raised, so it's no big deal. It's no big deal at all, but it is an absolute beautiful knife, and I really think you get a lot of bang for your buck, considering if you want something different from just a regular Buck 119. But this knife is pretty freaking awesome. And the one thing about it is like Buck advertises this knife as a full tang, but if you know anything about knives, it's definitely not a full tang. This is definitely a stick tang. And if you guys know anything about tangs, it's the part of the blade that goes into the handle, and this clearly is not a full tang. I don't know why Buck is sticking to their guns by saying that, but you can even see the Buck 119 be made on a video by Buck on YouTube, and you can clearly see that it is a stick tang. But no problem whatsoever. It's a super durable knife, and like I said, I have not really put this knife through the paces, but I have no doubt that it would hold up. There's a lot of videos aside from this about the Buck 119. It's a true American classic. And there's people out there using it all the time and really putting it through the paces, and it does hold up. I mean, even without the S30V, still that H20HC holds up great. So definitely check it out, guys. And with that being said, this knife, I can really see being like I was saying, like a hunting knife, a camping knife. This knife would be an ideal camping knife, especially with the cerakote on there. It would definitely hold back from the corrosion, along with the S30V, which even adds to that. So this knife is like really, really awesome to have outdoors. I would definitely look into it. You know, if you're outdoors a lot, this would be a great hunting knife. You could definitely skin up a deer or any type of game that you come across and want to clean up in the field. There's no doubt about it. And like I said, also this brass. Frog in my throat again. This brass turns a nice dull, like a patina over time. Because when I first bought this knife, and like I said, I have some other buck fixed blades that have the brass on them as well as some, you know, other folders. And whenever you buy this knife right out the box, it is so shiny, so light. But as you see, guys, that is like kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of tarnished. But I love that look. I think it just brings out the red and the rosewood, and just, it's a beautiful combo, guys. And for 200 bucks, you're really getting a quality knife that will definitely go the long haul. I definitely believe this blade, with the material, the S30V, and just the buck quality. I mean, from my experience, I know everybody's there's always lemons in every type of thing that you can point out, but this knife would definitely go the long haul. I can see this knife being in somebody's collection for a lifetime, you know, when definitely maintained and taken care of. And another thing about this knife, this is kind of like an offshoot from it, but whenever I bought this knife, this was my first buck 119. I wanted to kind of switch out this leather sheath for a Kydex. And I got online, found a guy who makes Kydex, you know, read his reviews and all that, and I pulled the trigger on it. And as you know, those things are not cheap. I think I paid like 50 or 60 bucks for it. I know they can get higher than that. And I bought that sheath, and when I got it, this knife would not fit in it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just got a custom sheath made for my buck 119. I reached out to him, and just to inform you guys, if you know you're thinking about a Kydex sheath for your buck 119 or anything like that, please, oh please, reach out to the buyer and let him know what kind of buck 119 you have. I know they all look the same, they're all the same design, but the kicker is this right here, this finger guard. These are, for some reason, if you're not getting a buck 119 regular with the phenolic handles, nickel and all that out of like a clamshell or from the website, they 99% of the time will not fit in a Kydex sheath made for just a basic buck 119. So be sure you let them know about that, and make sure, you know, they can maybe, if they have this knife in their collection, they can actually mold it to this knife. But this, I've held them side by side, and this finger guard here is a bit thicker. It's a bit thicker, and it stops it from actually going down into the Kydex. So I was so upset about that. I waited for that Kydex sheath for about nearly 3 weeks, and it would not fit in there, and I was so upset about it. But good news is, it inspired me to go to Walmart and buy a basic buck 119, and it went stuck right in there, no problem at all. And I've actually, even my custom buck 119, I tried to fit it in the Kydex sheath to see if it would be different. Same story. So like, if you're getting any type of custom buck 119 or anything other than the basic buck 119, be sure you know what you let your Kydex maker know that, so you don't waste money or have to go out and buy another knife. But hey, that can be a good thing too. I was not upset about that, but you know, I would love to have put this in a Kydex. But you know, like I said, this sheath is gorgeous too. They do a great job with their sheaths. But guys, this knife is beautiful. I mean, it speaks for itself. And like I said, for what you get for the price is not bad. I mean, it's a great fixed blade. This knife is meant to go the long haul. It's been around for so long, and definitely check it out, guys. The Buck 119 Alaskan Guide. And also they have this the Alaskan Guide series for Cabela's. They include the Buck 119, they include the Buck 110, and they include another hunting knife from Buck. And the name slips my mind. But I do have the actual Buck 110 Alaskan Guide as well, and I will definitely review that. It's a beaut. But like I said, this color combo is just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely check it out, guys. But guys, that's about it. That is about it. And like I said, these are pretty much on standby at your local Bass Pro shop, or you can get online and get it. And it's the only place you can get them, unless you find somewhere, you know, on eBay that some guy maybe wanting to get rid of it, or you know, sell it for some whatever reason that may be. But it is a gorgeous knife, and you really do get a lot of bang for your buck with the materials in it. And there's no doubt this knife will go the long haul, given that you definitely take care of it. But guys, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will definitely get back on here with some more reviews of bucks. And like I said, guys, I'm not done with Emerson. Like I said, I think I have my eye on a new one coming up in October, and I hope to get my hands on that one. I'm not going to tell you right off the bat right now, but I'll definitely have some more Emersons on here, guys. But like I said, these bucks are beautiful too, and I promise you I'll keep coming with that fire. I'll keep coming with some interesting stuff out of the collection. I got a buck 124, which is an absolute monster. I've got a buck 120, an absolute beaut, buck 117, and also I got a custom of this, and also I got a basic buck 119 as well, which I will definitely go over that stuff. But it's beautiful, guys. Definitely check it out. The Buck 119 Alaskan Guide. Never leave the beaten path without it. And guys, please, once you get on that beaten path and you get on your way and you got your Buck 119 Alaskan Guide in hand, please stay sharp.